The ticket price. This does not shock me at all. What did I say earlier? The WNBA was about to F around and find out, and these rival teams were going to be in a lot of trouble. Well, they're finding out.
The lights were on and the cameras were rolling, but something fell off. It wasn't just the absence of a player. The entire atmosphere was missing. Just weeks earlier, this very matchup had been hailed as a turning point for the WNBA. Tonight, however, rows of empty seats told a starkly different story.
The Caitlin Clark effect has been a net positive for the WNBA and all of its teams. But the star guard expected to miss a minimum of 2 weeks. The league will see the flip side of her impact, and there are already initial data points. This is front office sports, no conspiracies, no BS from them. Statistical data.
For the first time in decades, the WNBA wasn't just growing, it was exploding. Viewership was surging, ticket prices were climbing, and arenas that once struggled to fill lower bowls were now selling out NBA-sized venues. At the center of this historic surge was one name, Caitlin Clark.
To hit the panic button 48 hours after news hits that Caitlin Clark is injured and she'll be missing 2 weeks, the market has responded, and the market has told the WNBA, we don't want this. We want her, but we don't want this.
The Chicago Sky made a bold, high-risk move by relocating their matchup against Indiana from Wintrust Arena, built for 10,000 fans, to the United Center. This wasn't about basketball strategy, it was a business gamble. And that gamble relied almost entirely on one factor, Caitlin Clark's presence.
Chicago Sky can't sell out their own 9,000-something seat arena like it is. They couldn't when they were kind of decent. They're a dumpster fire now. And now that Caitlin Clark is injured, the ticket prices for the Fever and Sky game just plummeted to Hades.
Then came a routine update. No season-ending injury, no dramatic press conference, just a simple announcement. Caitlin Clark would miss at least 2 weeks. What followed was anything but subtle. Attendance dipped, ticket demand fell, and the once electric atmosphere vanished. This wasn't a quiet decline. It was a clear, public message from the fans.
Games over the next 2 weeks have dropped 42% since Caitlin Clark's injury announcement, an average ticket price of $137, all the way down to $80.
With Clark sidelined, attention didn't vanish. It shifted, landing squarely on Angel Reese. She wasn't just a rookie. She was already one of the most recognizable figures in women's basketball, commanding eyes both on and off the court.
People are selling their tickets, definitely can't get face value, so what do? They just continue to lower and lower and lower and lower and lower the price. This isn't all resellers, folks. Hate to break it to you. A majority of these are everyday normal people. A majority of these are everyday normal people who watch Caitlin Clark in Iowa, watch her in her first year in Indiana, said, man, I want to watch that. I want to go to those games. I want to experience that. They won't be able to experience it. Time to sell.
She had openly embraced the role of the villain, speaking candidly about visibility, marketability, and star power. In past interviews and podcasts, Reese had also pushed back against the notion that attention should belong to just one player, asserting that the spotlight could and should be shared.
I mean, it's more statistical proof, data, to confirm exactly what we've been saying, that Caitlin Clark is driving this whole ship, this whole bus. She's driving it. Everybody else, get in the back. Get in the back.
The reaction was immediate and brutal. Online, fans began asking uncomfortable questions. If Angel Reese is the draw, why are the seats empty? The discussion quickly shifted away from her talent, focusing instead on the hard realities of economics and what truly drives the league's audience.
The marquee matchup in the WNBA, like it or love it, rivalry or not, Chicago Sky, Indiana Fever, Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, that is the marquee matchup in the WNBA, and those tickets are crashing just as well. From $86 48 hours ago to $25. And by the time June 7th rolls around, it might cost you a bag of Skittles and some Lay's potato chips to get in there.
Despite the headlines, there was no viral meltdown or official outburst. What unfolded was subtler. Visible frustration, curt responses, and a clear awareness of the narrative forming around her. In today's sports media landscape, silence can often speak as loudly as words.
And we have plenty of evidence that proves Angel Reese is not qualified to carry the league.
This rivalry didn't begin in the WNBA. It was forged on college basketball's biggest stage. Filled with emotion, trash talk, and viral moments that split fans, it cast Clark as the hero and Reese as the antagonist. Both gained recognition, but at the professional level, only one consistently translated that attention into ticket-selling power.
The get-in tickets for the Fever's rivalry game against the Chicago Sky on June 7th are down 71% from $86 to $25.
This isn't about popularity, it's about conversion. Likes don't fill arenas, and followers don't guarantee ticket sales. When it comes to Angel Reese, the discussion and reactions reveal one uncomfortable truth. Visibility alone isn't enough to move the needle at the professional level.
These prices are going to continue to drop.
Wednesday's Fever game versus the Mystics at CFG Bank Arena in Baltimore has a get-in price of $20.
For Angel Reese, this moment isn't a failure, it's a crossroads. She has the platform and the visibility, but the next step, converting that attention into attendance, is one of the toughest leaps in professional sports.
This game get-in was like $100 at one stage. This was $100 at one stage. Let's go one ticket. Or well, is it two tickets? Two tickets. Let's just see what it costs for court. Look at how many, oh my.
Angel Reese didn't explode. The illusion did. This wasn't about ego or rivalry. It was about exposure versus demand. And in that moment, the WNBA received one of the clearest data points of its modern era.
But I'm like, I didn't realize just how bad it was going to get. I didn't realize how bad. Like, they all moved arenas and everybody's trying to sell their tickets. Like, if you look, the get-in price is $23.80. $23.80 is the get-in price.
Is the league building a future or merely renting one? And can Angel Reese evolve from a headline into a true gatekeeper star for the WNBA? Drop your thoughts below and subscribe for real sports journalism, context, and analysis over hot takes.
Even though the mainstream media wants us to believe that Angel Reese is a huge star, we have years of evidence that proves otherwise. Like I say all the time, there is a huge difference between a star and a draw. You can be a star, you can be famous, and still not be able to draw flies to a fresh turd.
The recent WNBA games played without Caitlin Clark on the court have exposed an uncomfortable but crucial reality for the league, and Angel Reese has found herself at the center of that conversation. What was expected to be a continued surge in attendance and energy instead turned into a visible drop in ticket sales, quieter arenas, and intense public debate about star power, marketability, and what truly drives fan interest in women's basketball today. Just weeks earlier, the WNBA was riding a historic wave of momentum. Clark's arrival had transformed Indiana Fever games into must-watch events, with ticket prices soaring and opposing teams moving games to larger arenas to meet unprecedented demand. The Chicago Sky's decision to host the Fever at the United Center, a venue seating over 20,000, symbolized how confident teams were that the Clark effect would deliver sold-out crowds and national attention. That confidence collapsed almost immediately after Clark was sidelined with a short-term injury. Ticket prices for multiple Fever matchups dropped sharply, in some cases by more than 40%, and seats that were once scarce suddenly became easy to find. The most striking visual wasn't a statistic, but the empty sections inside arenas that had recently been buzzing with energy. The market response was swift and unforgiving, sending a clear message. Clark's presence is a primary driver of attendance. With Clark sidelined, attention shifted toward Angel Reese, one of the league's most recognizable figures. Reese entered the WNBA with massive visibility from her college success, viral moments, and unapologetic confidence. She had embraced her role as a cultural figure, attracting endorsements and strong online engagement, and many believed she could help carry the league's momentum in Clark's absence. Instead, the empty arenas reignited criticism and intensified scrutiny around her earlier statements about popularity and viewership, underscoring the importance of separating perception from reality.